Hello everyone, welcome to Oracle Admin 1 on Linux. In this tutorial, we will cover logical and physical database structures, downloading the client software to ping TNS and connect, to check the cluster ready service CRS-CTL, to stop listener LSNR CTL status, connect with TNS by CMD in Windows, show parameter local, creating table space with data file size and auto extend on, drop table space, checking segments, disk DBA segments. Downloading the client software from this is the from browser. Here we can search or use this link. So I will add this link in description. So don't worry about it. This is one. If I go, uh, this is the client. So we will download this one. Here we need to accept that license key and then download. If we don't have any account, so you have to create the account first. I already have, so sign in. So the download is in progress. Let's see here the download. This is the downloaded file. So I just want to card this one and creating a directory here. So I just want to create another one is Oracle client 22. Inside this folder I just want to paste this one and I just want to unzip this one. So extract file. Okay. So let's install the software after hitting on a setup, run as administrator. We will select custom, then next. Then use Windows built-in account. So here the location DF Reja. So and this is the software location. So I just want to browse this one and C drive client, not actually client, C drive 22. Inside this location I just want to click select one, and then C inside this folder. Okay, and now next the selected Oracle home contains directory of file. Okay, so I need to create another one is uh, if we go back and here it is. So client C client 01. Next, so we need to select all possible and then next. Just next. Now installing. Now we need to exit this one. Allow, continue. Again, we need to check this one, private network, allow access. Our installation completed, so close this one. So this is the software installation location. So inside the client underscore 01, this is the home directory of client. So I just enter this directory, and then we need to search network. Inside network admin, and here we can see the three files .ora, listener.ora, SqlNet.ora. So here we need to create another file with the name of ora. Just I want to create, sorry, not a folder actually. Right click, then new, then txt, and here we need to name the file tnsnames.ora. So I just want to rename this one. So this is the tns.ora. So I just want to open this one in notepad actually. So this is the notepad file. Inside the tns file I will create a tns and newly created tns instance. So this is the tns name. So I just want to rename this one db167 and then client. So this is the DNS name. Inside the description we can see the address, protocol TCP, hostname, port 1521. This is the default port. So connect data, server dedicated, service name. This is the service name or DB167. So I just want to save this one. Now I just want to open the CMD, and here you will ping the DNS ping, and then DNS name DBA167 underscore CLINT client. Here we can see the DNS, the OK status. So our DNS ping is successful. Now we will try to connect with the database by using SqlPlus c/cs123 and then DNS name DBA167 underscore client. After hitting on enter key, we can see the connection DBA167. So I need to give the as sysdba actually. So as sysdba, after hitting on enter key, we can see the CLSCR show user. Here we can see the user is sys. So our TNS client working fine. Now we will open the PuTTY. This is the PuTTY software. So here the IP for our Oracle database 192.168.1.10. I just want to use this default settings and then open. Here we need to give the username Oracle, and then we need to check the SRBCTL, server control utility, SRBCTL. But this command will execute if we have grid infrastructure in Oracle installation. So SRBCTL, server control utility, then status, then listener L, then listener name. So our listener name is listener, listener. So after hitting an enter key, we can see the listener, this is the listener name, is enabled, and listener is running on node. This is the node means database DBA167. Now we will see how to stop the listener by using the servicetl server control utility. So I just want to use this command actually. So this is the command, and then here we need to give stop stop listener, then listener. It wait, and now check the status. Here we can see the listener is running enabled, but listener is not running, means our servicetl working fine to stop the listener. Now I just want to start the listener again. So this is the command. Just we need to modify this one, str start, then hitting an enter key. You can see that our listener started. If I check the status, here we can see the listener is running on node DBA167. We can also check the listener status by using lsnrctl, then status. Here we can see the instance DBA167 is ready, has 3 handlers for this service, and listener ASM status ready. So by this way we can check the listener status, and we can also stop the listener. So we can check the status of listener by using lsnrctl, then status. Here we can see the no listener found. So first we need to start the listener. So we can use the we can use this command for Oracle user. So to start the listener, lsnrctl start. Here we can see the command completed successfully. So if I check the status, lsnrctl, then status, here we can see the listener no services. So if we want to see the listener on service mode, we must have to use the servicetl command on grid infrastructure. So srbctl status start actually. So status listener listener, and here we can see that listener is running. So if I check the listener status again, listener listener, sorry, lsnrctl status. Here we can see the status is in operation. So it takes a few minutes to operable the listener or database with listener with database. So in this way we can use this listener and srbctl server control utility to query the or to manipulate the listener. Creating table space with data file size and auto extend on. Before creating the table space, let's drop the existing table space if exists. So first we need to connect with sysdb. So SqlPlus sysdba for user. Here we can see the user is sys here, and now this is the table space drop command. Drop table space. This is the table space DBA167 tab 1, including contents cascade constraints. So after hitting on enter key, Tablespace dropped successfully. Now we will create the new tablespace. The command is create tablespace. This is the tablespace name, dba167 tab 1. This is the data file location. So we must have to keep the data at least one data file. So this is the data file directory and data file name. So the last one is data file name. Its size is 10 megabyte. Auto extend on. So our tablespace db167, its size will be incremented automatically if it uh, fill. So after hitting on enter key, we can see the this file already exists in this directory of data file. So first we need to remove this one. To do that, first we need to create the duplicate session and must log in with grid. This is the grid. So first we need to go in ASM mode, ASM CMD, and here if I check the list of file, ls, here we can see the directory data. So cd data ls, inside data we can see the dba167 cd dba167, then ls. Here we can see the data file location. So cd, after hitting on enter key, ls, here we can see the data file. This is the data file. So first we need to remove this one. So how do we do that? rm, then file name, hitting on enter key, we can see the file removed successfully. So let's check ls. Here we can see the no db167 tab 1 file exists in this directory. So if we go back to Oracle user and SQL mode and use this command to create the table space, this is the query snippet, create table space db167 data file. This is the data file location and data file name, size 10 MB, auto extend on. After hitting on enter key, we can see the table space created successfully. Now we will create the table with the table space that we have created. So my table name is create table. This is the table name db167 underscore info, id, name, table space, and the newly created table space. So after hitting on enter key, we can see the table created success. Now we will insert the value into the table db167 underscore info. So I just want to clear the screen first. This is the insert statement. After hitting on enter key, we can see one row inserted. One thing is to remember that table space contains segments. The segment means the table of the table space. Let's see the segment description. So DSA disk DBA underscore segments. Now this is the Oracle SQL developer, and I now connected with sysdb by using this connection. So, and here the worksheet, here I just want to check the segment, possible segments for the DBA. So if I execute this snippet, here we can see the segment name, segment type, and many more. So let's see current status of this segment. So how do we do that? If I execute this one, this is the DBA segments, and I just want to select segment name, table space, types, extends, block, where segments name, this is the table name actually. So if I execute this query snippet, here we can see this is the segment name, means our table name, table space name, total byte contains in data file, extent 1 and data block 8. So one block contained for that record that we have inserted in earlier insert statement. Here, block size consists of 8 kilobyte. Each extent consists of 64 kilobyte. If table space is a big file type, then only one data file allowed max 128 terabyte. Now we will insert more data into db167_info table per segment. So let's do that. If I execute this one, so begin for, here I just want to insert the value, lots of value by using this for loop, and sorry, this is the insert statement, commit then end. So if I execute this one, here we now see the anonymous block completed, means our data insertion completed. So if I check this one, here we can see the extent increased and block size increased to 284. That was only 8 blocks. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Keep watching the next tutorial. Thanks.